All right, so composite signal. So as you know that we have two types of signal. One is the composite periodic signal, another one is the composite non-periodic signal. So if you want to um, try to analyze them, so there are two theory you can apply to analyze them. So theory number one is, if your signal is composite and if that composite signal is periodic, so after decomposition, that means after separating them, because we know that composite signal means a combination of two or three signals. So if you want to separate them, so after doing that separation, that means decomposition, you will get a series of discrete frequency. All right, that is theory number one. Theory number two, if your signal is composite, and if it is non-periodic, that then after doing that separation or after doing that decomposition of your signal, you will get a continuous frequency. That is the two theory. So let us explain the first one and the second one. Let's consider the first theory. All right, according to the first theory, if your signal is composite and periodic, then if you decomposite them, that means if you separate them, because we know that this is combination of two or three signal. So if you try to separate them, after doing separation, you must get a series of discrete frequency. For example, if you simplify this signal, you will get this type of signal. If you simplify this signal, you will get this type of signal, and we can see that this is a time domain, right? So if you convert them into the frequency domain, it is very simple. Whatever you have just discussed, that we can get this type of thing, discrete signal, discrete frequency. We have three types of signal here, which is combination of this, right, which combine and make it this. So after doing the separation, we can see that this is the three different types of signal which makes this signal. So if you convert this time domain time domain frequency time domain into the frequency domain, you can see that we have one frequency which is the higher, the pink one, which has the higher amplitude. This one lower frequency. Slightly higher frequency is the green one, and like slightly lower amplitude this one, and the last one is the very high frequency, this one. We can have 9F, this one frequency 9F. This one is and the amplitude is also less. So according to the theory, that if you decompose this one, you will get a series of discrete frequency. Discrete means separate, not continuous. Very similar to our continuous signal and discrete signal. Very similar to our analog signal and digital signal. In digital signal, we have discrete value. Discrete value means separate value, fixed value. Continuous signal means everywhere you have value. Fine. So theory number one, if you separate them, a periodic signal, you will get this kind of discrete signal or discrete frequency of signal. Fine. Number one. If you think about theory number two, that means if you have a composite signal and if it is not periodic, then after decomposition, that means after separating them, you will get a continuous signal, a continuous frequency like this. Previously we have only three frequency, this one, that one, and that one. Three fixed frequency. That's why they call it discrete frequency. But here we have continuous frequency. That means each of the point has its value. That means you have so many types of frequency here. So many types of frequency here. That's why it has a continuous frequency. On the other hand, we have very fixed three frequency. That's why we have just three fixed frequency. That's why it's called discrete, and that's why it is called continuous. I hope you understand these two theory. That is the explanation of these two theory, by the way. It looks like you are stunned, whatever you are just. Yes. This signal is a combination of three signals, right? So if you want to try to separate them, So after doing the separation, you will get series of discrete frequency. That means series of fixed frequency. Like this. If you separate them, if you separate this signal, you will get 3 fixed length frequency signal, and those are fixed. So if you have a fixed value, that means we can call them discrete value. These are the discrete value. Fine. So that is the theory number 1. How about the theory number 2? Regarding your non-periodic composite signals. If you want to separate the non-periodic signal, what will happen?
Continuous frequency.
Yes. If you want to separate a non-periodic signal, after doing the separation, you will actually get a continuous frequency. Okay, that is the difference. It's not, I mean, that much difficult. Whatever you are thinking that it's difficult. Anyone, can you please try 2 of them together? Let's hear it again. Anyone? Please try. Yeah, Rabia Basri, please try 2 of them together.
Yes, from theory, if we have a composite periodic signal, if we separate them, we can get a series of discrete signal or series of discrete value.
Okay.
And the second theory is, if we have a non-periodic composite signal, and if we want to separate them, we can get a continuous signal.
Very good.
Continuous value.
Very good, Rabia Basi. So see, it is so easy. If she can explain, all of you can explain, because it's that easy. It is very simple. You might thinking that is difficult. Very good, thank you. So that is our 2 theory, right? That is our 2 theory. Based on this 2 theory, we are going to do some math also. Maybe not today, maybe in the next class. So please remember, these 2 theory is very, very important for your exam, for your theory question, and also for your math, because for the math we are going to use this 2 theory or theorem. Fine. Okay, let's go to the next topic because we don't have that much time. Last topic of today, we still have 10 minutes. Last topic today is we are going to discuss about bandwidth. Okay, every time, whenever you get your internet, every time you heard this term called bandwidth. So what is the bandwidth? Bandwidth is the difference between the highest frequency and the lowest frequency. All right, whenever you have any signal, whenever you have a combination of signal, because we know that whenever you do this kind of separation, we actually have a lot of frequency, right? Whenever you separate the frequency, like this kind of frequency, we have so many types of frequency, because as we know that one single frequency is not enough to transfer the data. We have to have so many several signal with different frequency together, and then we send it. So whenever you have this kind of signal with so many types of frequency, the bandwidth is the difference between the highest frequency and the lowest frequency. All right, so bandwidth is whenever you send the signal, we know that the signal is a combination of so many frequencies, right? So the bandwidth is the difference between the highest frequency and the lowest frequency. That is called bandwidth of that signal or that line or that connection. So let's see some example. Look at the first one. First one, we have a discrete signal. All right, so that is the discrete periodic signal. We know that if we decompose or separate the periodic signal, we will get this kind of discrete value, right? Discrete value, fixed value. So how we can find out the frequency? Very simple. Maximum minus minimum is equal to the bandwidth. You can see that bandwidth is equal to maximum minus minimum. We can see from here the maximum frequency is 5,000 and the minimum frequency is 1,000. All right, that don't think, by the way, don't think that this is the maximum, this is the amplitude. because this is the frequency. The more you go there, the more you have frequency, right? Don't think this is the highest frequency. This is the highest amplitude, not frequency. Okay, don't get misunderstood. So this is the frequency domain. We know that this is 0, and you go there, it is a higher mark. So that's why this is 5,000, that one is 1,000. Dot 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 means inside we have so many others. They don't put all of them. That's why they have put dot dot means continuous. So how we can find the bandwidth? Maximum minus minimum is equal to the bandwidth. So in this case, the bandwidth is 4,000 hertz. If we think about non-periodic signal, this one, that means if you separate the non-periodic signal, your non-periodic signal is continuous, right? Continuous. So this is a continuous signal. It's not discrete like this. So same way, maximum minus minimum is the bandwidth. So here also the same thing, 5,000 minus 1,000 equal to 4,000, and our bandwidth is 4,000 hertz. Fine. So just remember that the bandwidth is the difference between the highest frequency and the lowest frequency of any composite signal or any signal. That is called bandwidth. Whenever you have your internet connection, let's say for example my internet connection, whenever I pass through the information, all the information I'm providing through the camera and the MPC, through the PC, and go to my Cat6 cable and go to my my wireless connection point, and then it goes to the internet. So everything, my voice, the video, the text, and everything on the computer, everything, they mix it together and send it. So when they mix it together, they have so many frequencies, right? My voice is one frequency, my video is one frequency, the text you are seeing or the screen you are seeing, that is another frequency. So all combination of the frequency, they combine together and then they send it. So if you try to think about the bandwidth, whatever I am sending, how we are going to find the bandwidth? Maximum frequency minus minimum frequency. That means highest frequency minus the lowest frequency. Then you can get your bandwidth. Either it's a periodic signal or it's a non-periodic signal. The equation is same, as you can see. The first one is the discrete signal, that means it's a periodic signal. Second one is the continuous signal, and that is non-periodic signal, but the equation is same. Highest minus lowest. Fine. That is just a very simple example that if a periodic signal has a decomposed into 5 sine wave, and these are the signals, what is the bandwidth? The question is, you have a periodic signal, and after doing the decomposition, we have 5 different types of signal, and they have 5 different types of frequency: 100, 300, 500, 700, and 900 hertz. And the question is, what is the bandwidth of this periodic signal? Very simple, highest minus lowest, right? Our highest signal was 900 and the lowest one the 100, so it's very simple, highest minus lowest. Fine. And this is the way we can draw. So after decomposition, we have 100, 300, 500, 700, 900. That is our picture. By having this picture, it is very simple, that maximum minus minimum. So that is our bandwidth. So it's simple. That's what it says, that draw the spectrum assuming that all the components have a maximum amplitude of 10. So we know the frequency, 100, 300, but we don't know what is the amplitude of the y-axis, and it is written here, the y-axis amplitude is 10. That's why we draw in this way. So in the x-axis we have frequency 100, 300, 500, 700, 900, and in the y-axis we have amplitude, and it is given that all of them are 10 volt amplitude, so they have all a 10 volt amplitude. So that is the picture. Fine.